So slept on, no Tempur-Pedic, but that's why I gotta dream it, got a vision, now they see it. But they wanna ride, they used to hate, but it ain't gon' slide. I put this rapping on my life, I put this rapping on my dogs, no pedals. Don't care what them hoes say, no Cuervo. You say you really out here, but you ain't even there though. And I ain't talk about Robert when I say I need De Niro, Man, I'm talking.
What is going on, guys? So today we're going to be working on Harley a little bit. And before we start on it, I just want to show y'all something that we did yesterday, which is we finally got the 91, 92, the 01, 02 trunk put on, which I think now I want one, because I never knew they had this little, like a built-in spoiler thing on the back. So now I feel like I want to get me one, but we had to get her one just because the tail lights that we got at the junkyard, which these aren't them, these are pretty rough, but these aren't the ones, they're in the trunk still. Those wouldn't fit the 98, 99 ones, so we had to get the whole trunk to make it be like all 01, 02 at the back. So once we switch these side lights out, they'll have the white strip at the bottom all the way around, just like the ones on the trunk. And that'll look pretty much like the JDM red and clears that you buy off eBay, only it'll be a little more OEM because they are real Accord ones. And one of the cool things about it is we actually switched the locking mechanism and everything, so she doesn't have to use like a different key or anything. It's all the same, like the locking mechanism came out of the other one and everything, so she should be able to put her key right in there and unlock it. Unlike mine, which I didn't think about it at the time. I don't know if I could have done it or not, but on that one I actually just swapped everything, so I can't use the key to unlock the trunk, which I don't really care about anyway. But yeah, it's just a nice little addition, adding to the character of the car. But I like that little spoiler thing back there. But anyway, today what we're going to be trying to do is putting her base back in, since she hasn't had any in her cord since the black one. So we're going to try to get this hooked up. This is like a cheap wiring kit. That's all you need, because it's a pretty simple setup, so it don't take a whole lot. And maybe if I have some extra time, I might try to put the tweeters in too, because she do got like 3 or 4 pair of tweeters in the house, and we've yet to have time to really install any of those. But let's see about this cold start here. If I can get in here. I'm a little taller than her, but here we go. Fires right up. It's amazing how much quieter this car is with the actual muffler, seeing as mine is straight pipe. I always thought, cause these, like, if anybody's ever ordered an eBay fart can, it's extremely light, like almost like it's nothing in it, just a hollow piece of metal. But it's a whole lot quieter than my straight pipe. I tell you that much. But won't be quiet for too long, because you know we're gonna straight pipe this one as well, since we're twinning and all. But yeah, let me see if I can move this in position right quick, and we'll start tearing these panels out on the inside and running this hot wire and stuff. That's always the biggest pain, just running that stuff. Once you get that in, the hooking the amp up and stuff ain't too bad. It's just running the hot wire. But yeah, let's get started. Engine bay still looking pretty good. Need to clean it up a little bit. Got a little bit of grease marking and stuff still from when we got it tuned, but it's not too bad. A little bit of leftover power steering drips over here and stuff like that, but all in all, it's not looking bad. I do plan on doing some touch-ups to it here and there really soon, but right now I do need to still get her the reservoir and the little pump for the windshield washer fluid stuff. I got to get another one of those, which I keep forgetting, but I'm gonna get that too so she can use that. I know she likes to be able to clean the windshield and whatnot. But oh no, yeah, it's looking pretty mint. For those wondering, I do deal with audio a lot, so well, I used to, if you didn't know. And I did have a HHR one time with 812s in it. That I wired everything by myself, so I do know a little something about installing car audio. So don't go to keyboard warrioring me about how I do this, because I've done a whole lot with systems, so you know. And my HHR actually ran it with no fuses or anything. That was all just straight fire, just because the fuses were like bottlenecking my power. I needed all the power I could get, so I ran it without fuses and never had an issue. So we got to get these installed. These are the tail lights that we got at the junkyard. They're really clean, so we're gonna swap all of these out, because these are actually cracked a little bit. I don't know if y'all can see it, but right here where this bulb goes in, it's got a crack right there, and the other one as well. So I just kind of stuffed the bulb in there for the time being, so it worked and everything. But we're gonna swap all that out. But right now I'm gonna go ahead and try to get started on running this wire. I guess I'll start with the hot wire, just because that's the worst one, I think. And yeah, we'll just go from there. The hot one thing about this, if you're not very involved with car audio, when you run your hot wire, like from the battery all the way to the back, always run that on the opposite side of whatever you're gonna run your RCA cables and stuff. It'll just keep the interference out of it, so you don't have the whine. Sometimes you get the whining noise and stuff. So always run your hot wire on the opposite side. So if you run that on this side, run your RCAs on the other side, or vice versa, whichever way, you know, works best for you. But yeah, let's get started on this. Alright, so got the hot wire ran all the way through, going to the back, and I got to put the trim pieces back, so you won't even see that. So it just runs behind this part here, comes out there, and then it'll just come right out in the trunk right there, just like that. Now that I got that out the way, and I got the CD player out, so now I just gotta run the RCA, and this off-brand kit pretty dope, because it did come with, it came with the cool RCAs, like it's got like the RCA inputs, and then it's got the remote wire built into it. I kind of like those, because it make it for less wires to have to run. You run this one cable and you got all three of those in one. So once I run that, that'll be it. I could put the CD player back, and then we'll have to do the ground in the trunk, and we should be good to go. It should should be ready. I can connect the fuse and stuff up front, and we should have power and everything. So yeah, now I'm gonna go to the other side, run my RCAs, and we'll check back in once I get those in. Alright everybody, so I finished up the system. I just kind of got into a groove, and you know, if anybody have any questions about it, just feel free to ask me. I didn't show too much of it. I went on, knocked it out, and then I came back here and I got the tail lights in on both sides. So it's basically the whole the whole 01 and 02 rear end now. And looking on the inside, no wires to be seen anywhere. Everything's all hooked up. Excuse the alternator if anybody needs one. OBD2 alt, $30, you can have it. And then there's the little setup back here, looking mint. Everything's good to go now. So much pollen in the air today that we were just looking at it blow. When the wind blew, you could see it just like a cloud of green going across. So I think what I'm gonna end up doing right now is go ahead and take me a shower. I don't know what would end up doing the rest of the day, but I do know that being out here has made me really sweaty and hot, so I'll probably end up chilling for a little while till it gets evening time, and maybe ride it out. I'll let y'all hear it later. So probably the next clip or so, y'all will get to hear how the system sounds and stuff. But right now I'm gonna go grab a shower. Trap car's over here, looking good. Look at the amount of pollen build up. Like, did you see that? Like, that's crazy. It is really getting down here in NC, but yeah, the trap's looking mint. Like in the H-Day video, we did fight these tire levels a little bit, but I believe we got them pretty dialed in now. All the way back from H-Day, I didn't have any issue at all coming back, so I think they're pretty much dialed in. Like I said, I learned a lot doing this. This is my first set of letters, so I learned a lot messing with these, and I do think that Nisha's gonna run some on this with her wheels, so it should go a lot smoother this go around than it did with mine. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Yes, I'm sitting on top of the Civic. But yeah, I'm gonna go in here and get me a shower, then later on if we do something, I'll catch up with y'all then. Alright, so got it cleaned up again. She's looking mint as fuck. And I think now we're gonna get something to eat, probably. Got this bad boy out. Where do we put the wheels on it there? Once we put them wheels on, it's gonna be a wrap. Trunk looking good. It's not even a black trunk. I thought it was black, but it's actually like a, I don't know if y'all can see that, but it's actually like a green color. But either way, we're probably, like I said, we're gonna be painting it soon anyway, so it won't matter by then anyway. Alright guys, so that's where I'm gonna end this video with. A little update. I did sell the blue car, so now I'm just waiting for the right engine to pop up so I can go and get one for the CB7. So make sure y'all stay tuned for that. Definitely gonna be an H22 this time, so first time messing with these. We'll see how I like the power range and stuff. But as always guys, like, share, subscribe, and remember, respect all bills. I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace out.